Y'all, I never made a video addressing this, but I pray for Scottie Pippen. I pray for that brother hard. Because it's obvious he's going through something in his life that's really shaking him up in a lot of ways. And the trials and tribulations he's gone through in his life has him, I think, sending criticism towards Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Right? And it may not just be that trial and that certain situation. It may be a host of things. It may be some stuff that's been festering for years that Scottie Pippen never let out. Now, as far as the public eye can see, we've always seen Michael Jordan give Scottie Pippen nothing but praise. You know, from his Hall of Fame speech, he said, you can't say the name Michael Jordan without saying Scottie Pippen, right? That's one hell of a compliment if I ain't never heard it. But, you know, as we all know, we didn't play for the Bulls, so we don't know what was going on behind closed doors, what was being said, right? However, a lot of the stuff he said about Michael Jordan is like, wow, this really getting crazy. It's really getting out of hand now. It really is. And I don't know, man. I'm praying for that brother in a lot of ways. His mental health and his ego seem to be fractured. And it would be for a lot of people if a situation like this occurs with you. Let me get to the comments he made about Michael Jordan. Scottie Pippen said, I seen Michael Jordan play before I came to play with the Bulls. You guys seen him play. He was a horrible player. He was horrible to play with. He was all one-on-one. He was shooting bad shots, and all of a sudden we become a team and we start winning. Everybody forgot who he was, like who he was previously before the Bulls started having success. Y'all, some of y'all may not know. I'm born and raised in Chicago. I'm not the biggest Michael Jordan fan. I acknowledge him as the greatest basketball player to ever play. I didn't live through the Jordan era. I was born in 93. Well, I wasn't watching basketball and knew what I was watching until maybe 99, 2000 for real. I really didn't understand the game until like 2000 for real. You know, watching my cousin play closely throughout his time. My cousin went on to play collegiate basketball at West Virginia for his freshman year, then finished out his rest of his years at University of Toledo. But nonetheless, I didn't grow up watching Mike, but I heard about the person that Michael Jordan is, how he treated a humble human being like Chameleonaire when Chameleonaire met him, how I heard him, how he handled his teammates in particular, punching, stealing off Steve Kerr, how he told Horace Grant, he told the stewardess on the plane, Horace Grant didn't deserve to eat anything and don't give Horace no food because he didn't play well that day. I said I'd have whooped Michael Jordan ass because if he did that to me. Who the hell are you? With all that being said, professional basketball would not be relevant in the city of Chicago if it wasn't for Michael Jordan. Just being honest. Michael Jordan is a 6-time NBA champion, 6-time NBA Finals MVP. I mentioned the greatest player to ever play. My dog LeBron James, number 2. But yeah, man. Like, Mike, a 14-time All-Star, former Defensive Player of the Year, 9-time NBA, All-NBA Defensive First Team. 9 times. Right? The list goes on and on. He made the Chicago Bulls who they were and allowed my city to experience great times watching professional basketball. So, Scottie Pippen, yeah, my dad tell me, my dad, the biggest Michael Jordan fan you'll ever see. My dad will tell you Mike was one-on-one when he first played with the Bulls. He was a one-on-one player for sure, but he was a hellacious player. He was sensational. Averaging, 28 a game his first year? Something like that was ridiculous. Is 28 a game? Yeah, 28 a game. His rookie season. That shit is remarkable. Okay? So, to say he was a horrible player, that's crazy to say. That's nonsense. But, man, Scottie Pippen, you look at Scottie Pippen. Something like, I don't know, it's some type of animosity was there. I don't know if Mike talked to Scottie Pippen a certain way when he was coming up playing. And he was with the Bulls, and Scottie felt the way about it for years. If Mike jagged him on some type of deal before, if Mike went behind his back to Jerry Krause, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was, right? But it seems to be very personal. But I know it's some other things festering. within Scottie's spirit. One, Scottie Pippen has always been second fiddle to Michael Jordan. He's always been known as the Robin. He's never been the Batman. Even when Michael retired for them he was gone for them 2 seasons, Scottie was the Batman on the team. People were always wondering, when is Michael Jordan coming back? How far we would go if we had Jordan during these years, right? So when a man is in another man's shadow for his whole life, when he doesn't have these same endorsements as a Michael Jordan, I don't know. When he seemed like, when he's criticized for certain moments in Michael Jordan's documentary, Michael Jordan criticizing him for not, I guess for the contract, wanting his contract restructured and all that type of stuff, he felt the way. Now, to add insult to injury, Michael Jordan, well, this is of recent. Michael Jordan's son is dating Larsa Pippen, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. So now there's another type of animosity built on top of that. But with that right there, dog, you can't be mad at Michael Jordan. You got to be mad at that woman you was dealing with, okay? It's obvious. Larsa Pippen wants to be a Kardashian. She wants to live her best life. She wants to achieve wealth, rags, and riches the best way she can. That's by being a hypergamous, right? By being hypergamous, right? Dating up on, when it comes to financial prosperity. That's what she wants to do. She wants to live a plush, lavish life, and she wants that to continue by being a Kardashian type of woman. She dating a young man who is Jordan's son. She knows his endless riches attached to that Jordan name, which is why she says she wouldn't mind having a child with Marcus Jordan. Marcus Jordan seems to be in love with this woman. I can tell he is. He's smitten with that woman. That's why he's doing a little press tour, going on all these shows. They doing a little podcast stuff with her. He taking pictures with her, writing love letters to her on social media. He loves that woman, right? And who knows? She probably does. She probably is infatuated with Marcus Jordan, but she sought that brother out for sure, for damn sure. Okay, Scottie needs to be mad at that woman, cause she's just trying to find her. She was trying to find her next come up, and she found it in his former teammate's son. Which is disrespectful. I don't give a fuck. Because if Scottie was freaking on the girl at the work at the hair salon that she go to, she'd be mad as hell. So Scottie is directing his anger in the wrong direction. I also know that Scottie recently, like in 2021, lost his son, I believe, Antron. I think his name is Antron. He lost his son. That type of hurt is some hurt that can crush a man's spirit and crush his soul. All of those things confounded. Your son dies tragically at a young age, right? Your wife, when y'all together, she starts messing around with a rapper named Future. Future starts making songs, you'll never ever get your bitch back, and I just fucked your bitch in some Gucci flip-flops, all that type of disrespectful shit. You got to answer these questions in the media because you and your wife try to reconcile after that. You got to answer questions about this disrespectful-ass rapper. And it ain't nothing worse than when your woman let a disrespectful ass dude hit. Because he going to antagonize you if he know you're not a street dude. Blowing kisses under Larsa Pippen's pictures and shit. All of that, right? Now what makes it worse, you and your wife, y'all can't reconcile. Y'all call it quits. She go and date a young dude named Malik Beasley that's hooping. Who ends up later being y'all sons. Because Scottie got kids with Larsa. Scottie's son, Scottie Jr., plays with the Lakers. Your woman is dating Malik Beasley later on. That dude she was dating at one point, the young boy, he becomes y'all son's teammate. He on the same team with Lil Scottie. Then your ex-wife, she go and date Marcus Jordan, the son of your historic teammate. And that shit is crushing his spirit and his soul. He don't know how to handle it. He looked like he going through a midlife crisis. Look at Scottie, man. Look at the hairstyle and all that, looking like a sideshow Bob. He was having braids in his head at one point. He's going through a midlife crisis because his wife was going through one. And that's how she landed upon all these different rappers and basketball players until she finally found one that got enough riches to satisfy her. She could be in love with Marcus, but Man, she sought that brother out and was looking for him, looking for a golden goose. And she found one who fell in love with her and is infatuated with her. And now she's smitten because of that. But yeah, man, like that's a lot that Scottie is like trying to recover from. He's trying to recover from it. And you know, I want Scottie to understand, despite the things that he said about Michael Jordan recently, Scottie, he is an all-time great NBA basketball player. 50 greatest players to ever live this game. They changed it to 75, but he's top 50 for damn sure. Right? You're a 6-time NBA champion. The Bulls wouldn't have won those championships without you and your defensive efforts and you being second in command of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Right? Scottie, even when when Mike left the Bulls, y'all won 55 games the year after Mike left. Y'all think y'all won 57 or something like that the year before? Something like that, right? So, Scottie, when you were at the helm, you were still doing great things, man. Y'all couldn't get to the finish line and get to the chip, but you were a great player, man. You're an all-time great, and that's never going to be diminished in Chicago. Despite whatever happened with you and Mike and how you feel about what's going on with your ex-wife and his son, you always an icon in this city. I don't care what nobody say. People can love Mike all they want to, but shit, dude, let's be for real, man. Scottie had to be a dog as well to help the Bulls win alongside Michael Jordan. If Scottie ain't no dog, they not winning them chips. So I want Scottie to recognize, man, he still is an icon and a GOAT in his sport. Not a GOAT, but because the GOAT is only one. You know what I'm saying? But he is an all-time great in his sport. Okay? He is, he is the Chicago Bulls. His name is synonymous with the Chicago Bulls as well as Michael Jordan's. Okay? And that will never change. His efforts to help deliver that championship will never be, those championships, those 6 rings will never be forgotten. And I want him to know, like, man, the fans in Chicago still love him. Basketball fans worldwide, you still that dude, man. And we hope and pray that you recover from all the things you're ailing from. We hope God help you heal from the loss from your son, because I don't know what that's like, and I couldn't imagine losing my son. Or any one of my babies. I'd be crushed, and I wouldn't know what to do, who to turn to. But God, you know what I'm saying? But Scottie, I'm sure he seems to be in a dark place at this time, and I hope that, the Most High, God, will get him out of this situation. Get him out of how he's feeling in the bitter. Get him out of that bitter feeling, the bitterness that he's dwelling in right now. Wish nothing but the best for him. But he's been through enough to break a man and break a man's spirit and soul. And I hope he bounces back from that. Because he's a champion. And that's what champions do. They bounce back in life. What Kanye say? Chicago's on, even though I don't fuck with a lot of shit Kanye doing now. What Kanye say? But I'm a champion. So I turn tragedy to triumph. Right? Turn tragedy into triumph. And prevail, brother. Because you deserve that. Came from Arkansas. Small town in Arkansas. From Central Arkansas. University of Central Arkansas. Nobody knew you were going to be that. You became that. And then some. Got your family out of poverty. Changed lives for your parents and your siblings. That's all-time historic great, man. And that should never be forgotten. Scottie Pippen is still a legend and an icon. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.